After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Up next, one team's name will join NFL immortality at the end of tonight's battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Kate Scott, Brock Heward up here in the booth, everybody. Honored to bring you this Super Bowl. Might we see a little history here tonight, partner? One side on the verge of their first Lombardi Trophy. But to win it, they've got to go through somebody who knows what it takes. They have been to the mountaintop before.
And we all know that narrative can be a blessing, also a curse. They enter this game with a different type of momentum. A team without a title on the verge of achieving it. With that momentum, here comes the weight of pressure and expectations. What is that sideline feeling? We'll be watching it. Can't wait to bring it to you. And handling that pressure will be an enormous key.
A tradition started back in 1967 has now reached its diamond anniversary. And off we go in Super Bowl 60. He's brought down just inside the 25. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. And bringing them out to former #1 overall pick out of Clemson in 2021, Trevor Lawrence.
Well, here he is, Kate, in the role that I and so many other quarterbacks dreamed of being in during our careers, leading the AFC champions out on a Super Bowl Sunday. The journey? Well, it's only become more difficult every step along the way, from the regular season through each run of the playoffs. And it's prepared him for the moment he's walking in right now.
Injuries like these haven't stopped them from locking up a playoff spot, Brock. They've been able to fight through them to remain one of the best teams in the entire conference.
I love that word, fight. It's definitely the key one here. There's been tremendous fight, grit, toughness up and down this roster to keep their level of play despite all these injuries. And they've gotten some tremendous fight out of the players who've stepped into those shoes and taken advantage of the opportunities.
They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Here's ETN on first down. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Jaguars have a first down.
That's another Jaguars first down.
On play action now, Lawrence connects on the crosser. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26.
First and 10 at the 26.
First and 10, it's Lawrence. Batted away at the line, incomplete. He didn't put it high enough to get it over that line. Second down coming up.
Upton stout there defensively.
Slot man's in motion right. On second down, it's ETN. And he couldn't quite break it. Still a 5-yard gain, though. Third down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Here comes the screen for ETN. Oh, he's trying to get away, but unable to do so. They catch him behind the line on third down.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Facing fourth down, the Jags electing to send out Cam Little for this field goal try. It's a 39-yarder from the left hash. Little knocks it through. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
Certainly not the amount of points they wanted when they began this drive, and certainly when they got in the scoring territory, but it's always nice to look up in a Super Bowl and have a lead.
Here's Sky Moore on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So here come the 49ers now to take over for the first time. Leading them out, a player known, yes, for that draft status, but also as a great methodical passer. I know you love this guy, Brock. The last pick of the 2022 draft, it's Brock Purdy.
Kate, I can only imagine what's running through his mind right now. What an arduous fight across the entire NFC postseason to get to this moment. I think this is one of those moments where you just go back in that backyard as a kid, you close your eyes, and you dreamed of when you were little, and you're living in it right now.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Reaches the 40, and he's all the way down to the 32-yard line. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
First down, San Francisco.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this second down.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Pearsall on the slant. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
5 yards on the play. And it's
On third down, Purdy. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19.
14. First down, 49ers.
Purdy on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of second down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
On the gun is Purdy. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. And he's tackled for a short gain. Defense gunning for a stop here. It's third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's
Third and long for him here. And oh, he got it! Interception! And the Jaguars are going to take over after the interception.
It's one of those drives, Kate, especially on the opening drive. Come to the sidelines, and all you're thinking about, unfortunately, is the failure at the end. It's kind of like being a student. You're so good all semester, and then you just bomb the final exam.
Second drive coming up for the Jacksonville offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's first and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And that's 49ers football. And he's taken down, but before that offense comes out, they may want to wait a second. We've got a flag down, and it is in the backfield. Bailed out by the penalty. The fumble erased, and they've got new life now on this drive. They'll give this up the middle to ETN. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10.
Second and 10.
Empty backfield now. Running back motions out left. Once again here, second and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here he goes, third and long. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to fourth down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
And this punt is out of bounds with no chance at a return. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 30. Second drive coming up for this 49ers offensive unit. And Brock, they are not in the spot they want to be, but still plenty of game left. You don't want to let the setting cause an early overreaction and panic.
Yeah, you just can't overtry. And every bit of you want every fiber of your being in this building right now, You want to perform, but you just can't overdo it. Get back in rhythm and play your game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Purdy setting up that play action. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, looks like 49ers sending out Thomas Morstead now to punt. And they could really use a good one here. And the fair catch secure here at the 16. Out now runs the Jaguars offense. They've got an early 3-0 lead as they take over here. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks. It really creates an indecision now defensively. Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field, but in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Roughing the passer, defense.
3rd down stop. They were walking off the field, but that offense, Brock, that offense didn't move. They saw roughing the passer, and they are ready to continue this drive. That's a Super Bowl caliber stop right there as they finish that play off behind the line. And it's not just your quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
Hits him on the out route. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. The ball's on the 48. Here we go, 1st down.
That's good for a Jaguars. 1st down.
Inside handoff goes to ETN. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. We've set it down from 37.
1st and 10 at the 37.
1st down throw, Lawrence has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
On the run, it's ETN. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Brought down right at the line.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5.
3rd down and 5.
Lawrence working from the gun. And the defender's there to knock this away. That effort means it's 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Little knocks it through. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. And it was a situation they prepared for, no doubt, Brock, but hopes that they wouldn't see. They're down early in the biggest game of the year.
Hey, listen, nobody said winning championships was easy. This is an early test of whether they've got the resiliency to win it all. And we know this. When that final second ticks off, most Super Bowl champions, they've been the most resilient players, too.
It's a pickup of 3.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Completed over the middle. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. So 20 yards on that play. And that means it'll be 1st down San Francisco. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Taken in on the right side by Pearsall. He takes this down to the opposing 47. Stop that time by Antonio Johnson. Nickel look by the Jaguars here, 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. So Super Bowl 60, a quarter of the way done. Our score, 6-0. More from Santa Clara coming up. Enough waiting, we're back, and it's time to resume play here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. That one is swatted away, incomplete, but there's a flag down in the secondary, and I think they're going to get somebody here for holding. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down around the 34. All right, here we go. 2nd down. To throw again. It's Purdy. He's got the hook up the board. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
It's a gain of 6. And it's
stick into the air here. It's Purdy. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down. The Jaguars are going to call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Quite the brave call they're making in this situation, Brock. They're going for it on 4th. To the air again. Purdy. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. On the ground to begin this drive with ETN. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Jaguars have a 1st down. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Lawrence now off the play action. And this one is launched downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They send the tight end in motion. From the gun, ETN gets it. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Looking slant route, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Logan Cook on the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. He'll scrape together what he can on the return and gets it back to the 20. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on 4th down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. This is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
First down, 49ers.
Here's Purdy to throw. Complete to Pearsall. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They get 19 on that pickup. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
And a 49er first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
On first and 10, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
At the 37-yard line.
We've set it down from 37.
First down, San Francisco.
Going to the ground again on first. Dodges another stop. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And that gives the 49ers the first.
First down, 49ers.
From the red zone on first. Brought in. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Now give, it's McCaffrey heading right. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
I got a sense, Kate. He went to bed last night dreaming, can I get a sack? Can I find a way to get to the quarterback? Well, he didn't do it just once. He's now done it twice.
Piniero's kick is good. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what we're looking for on the call sheet.
Here's Parker Washington with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Jaguars down running back Travis Etienne trotting back out to the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this first and 10. Now a carry by Etienne. He will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's good for a Jaguars first down.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. First down, and they go right back to it. And he gets him around 6 there. That one stopped by Upton Stout. Last run got him 7. Here comes second and 3.
Brings up second and 3 at the 50-yard line.
They go right back to Etienne. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 7-yard gain.
First and 10 from the 43.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Lawrence, a quick throw out line. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. Offense still line. This is second and 4.
Brings up second and
Out of the gun, a give to Etienne. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. So now here's third and 5.
A loss of 1. It's now third and 5.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. That force, that contact, separated man from ball.
A 55-yard attempt.
As the distance, but headed well left. No good. And they are unable to double their lead.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
While that run may not have moved the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
On the throwaway.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Manages a gain of 3 there. And that means it'll be 1st down, San Francisco.
49er first down.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. McCaffrey running between the tackles. This is ahead for about 5. Hauled down by Andrew Winger. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Finds the in route complete. And they get this down to the 28. To the line and set. Here we go. 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, San Francisco.
From the gun is Purdy. Pearson on the slant. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 20.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. It's inside the 10. And they'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers take a 2nd quarter lead. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they could take it to the house.
Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the 49ers take a 4-point lead.
10, Jaguars 6.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff.
Pinheiro set to kick off.
Tootin now on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. They left a few on the table there last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try to miss the mark. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play action, it's Lawrence. Complete out to the right side. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Jair Brown has it. And the 49ers will be set up great after a terrific return down inside the 15.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10 on the other side, Brock. But we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Super Bowl 60 and Santa Clara in just a moment. Purdy to throw it. And he'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers grow their lead just before halftime. McCaffrey, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers drive their lead to 11.
17. Jaguars 6.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff.
Pinheiro set to kick off.
Tootin now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. First and 10, it's Lawrence. Gets him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line. Lawrence working from the gun. Puts him on the in route. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Jaguars.
Lawrence with it on first. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Jaguars have a first down.
Jaguars first down.
Back to the air, Lawrence. He's got it near the 10. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Breaking the huddle, here's first and goal. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars making a one-score game before halftime. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on the catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
Cam Little to try the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Jaguars cut the lead down to 4.
17. Jaguars 13.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Garindo to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And with just under 40 seconds left to go, Brock, they can try a drive, but they got to hurry. San Francisco to the line. It's first and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Finds him on the slant. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Nice spot here for the offense. It's second and 1. This time they'll keep it on the ground. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Now it's Purdy. Finds him over the middle. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory. The 49ers will call their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Halfway to the marker, it's second and 5. Back to throw, here's Purdy. Hits him on the out route. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30.
It's a gain of 17.
They'll come up on first and 10.
And a 49er first down.
Here's Purdy to throw. This one's out to Pearsall on the left side. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
Out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Brock Purdy. Short pass brought in. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
To number 85, George Kittle. A 4-yard pickup.
So that is 2 quarters in the books here at Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara.
At the half, it's San Fran 17, Jags 13. Let me tell you something right now. This game is way closer than the scoreboard's telling us. Let's start in the backfield because Christian McCaffrey is putting on a clinic. Blink, and he's gone. Hesitate, and he's in the end zone. This guy's got more cuts than a Diamond District jeweler. 2 TDs, chunk plays, hot break runs, and Jacksonville has had their hands full trying to slow this guy down. Every time he touches the ball, Levi Stadium holds its breath. Now Brock Purdy, cool as the other side of the pillow. He's taking what's there, spreading it around, and moving the chains. One mistake? Sure. But overall, he's playing winning football, letting his weapons do the damage, and keeping the Niners in control of this ball game. But don't sleep on that other sideline. Trevor Lawrence, he's been hit, he's been hurried, but the hair is still flowing, and the confidence still there. He's made some big boy throws, kept Jacksonville right in this thing. You can feel one of those trademark Lawrence second half surges brewing. And how about Travis Etienne? The Jaguars needed balance, and boom, there it is. Explosive runs, tough yards, keeping that defense honest. Jacksonville ain't backing down. They're punching right back. Defensively, these dudes are flying all over the place. Big hits, tight windows, pressure cooking coming from everywhere. This ain't a track meet, this is a chess match played at full speed. Second half adjustments, keys to victory, keys for the Niners. They gotta keep feeding McCaffrey and control the clock. Jacks, they gotta turn this into a tempo game. Open it up, trust Trevor, and take a shot or 2 downfield. Let me tell you, one play flips this thing on its head. One turnover changes history. Now listen up, First Family. We gotta stop and say thank you. Almost 2,000 subscribers strong. Members, Pole Warriors, Day Ones, Late Night Lurkers, we see you. We appreciate you, and this channel don't move without you. Make sure you check out all the Maddenverse merch at the store. Cold weather gear, hoodies, tees, all the heat. Rock it during the game, rock it after the parade. Win or lose, you're repping the verse. Second half coming right up, Lombardi Trophy wait. Legacies on the line. Don't blink. Super Bowl 60 ain't done talking yet.
Well, we checked in with Scott in Orlando. Our 2 teams here, no doubt, made some adjustments. It's a close game here as we get ready for our 3rd quarter. Moore with a return. He dodged the tackle. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The 49ers offense ready to get to work to begin this 3rd quarter. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
A run with McCaffrey. Not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. The Jaguars are there. He's hauled down. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Lawrence now off the play action. Complete, it's Myers. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
No gain on the play.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out.
At the 24-yard line.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. The 49ers rush gets home and they drop him. And This defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on third down.
15 yards.
This is one of those many moments where I'm really thankful I'm in the booth and not on the field. Because in my day, defensive tackles couldn't run like that. This is not a statuesque QB. This guy can run. And it wasn't the linebacker or DB that chased him down. It was a big old D tackle. Tip of the cap to you, my big man.
Nickel set from the Niners on third down. Third and long for him here. Able to find Strange here. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he's stopped. Jacksonville in punt formation. The return begins on their side of midfield. He can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that. And he's there for the interception. And the Jaguars get the football back with great field position there at the 36.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten in 2 picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The Jaguars send running back Travis Etienne trotting back out to the field. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory, and they've got a short field after that pick. Here's Etienne on first down, and he has enough room to gain about 4. First down run, nabs him 5, now second and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. And he's tackled for no gain.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
Slot man motioned over. Third down, Lawrence to throw. Got his man, Thomas has it. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Offense getting set. Here's first and 10.
That's good for a Jaguar.
Looking inside the red zone. And this is going to fall incomplete in the end zone. Wanted it all right there. Now we've got to regroup for second down.
Incomplete.
Again, it's Lawrence to throw. Complete left side to Thomas. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. Running it after the penalty. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's a pickup of 5, and that brings up second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Here's another for him. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars parlay the interception into points. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars push their lead to 3.
Jaguars 20, 49ers 17.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Gorindo to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So here come the 49ers on offense. And this group feeling a little urgency to make the most of this one, Brock, after they threw that interception the last time out.
Yeah, we know there's no more predictive stat in the NFL than giving the ball away. You got to walk that fine line as a quarterback. You can't play timid and scared to make a mistake, but you know you can't put the ball again in the other team's hands.
They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Going run again with McCaffrey. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Third down here, need 8 on the play.
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
Third and long, they're going to throw. He's making a bid for it. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10.
First down.
From the gun, McCaffrey rolling into enemy territory. Here he goes again. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Legal block in the back. Offense.
You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. Shotgun snap for Purdy. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
It leads to second down.
From the gun is Purdy. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got third down.
McCaffrey, incomplete. Jordan Lewis on the coverage.
Here he goes, third and long. Now set up the screen to McCaffrey. This is not going to get it done on third down. They catch him behind the line. This goes for a loss.
It'd be kind of fun, Kate, to be able to measure these coordinators' blood pressure or temperature, because the third down screen for negative yards, I promise you that coordinator's heated on the sidelines.
The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. The Jaguars, down running back Travis Etienne, trotting back out to the field. And they were not blessed with the short field they got on their prior drive. This one is a world away as they begin deep on their own side. He's got a man left. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. Second down now, they need 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
Lawrence working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line.
That's good for a Jaguars.
First down throw, Lawrence. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. They'll try something else from the 27 this time. Second and 10. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Here comes the screen for Etienne. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 49ers with an extra defensive back out there for this third down play.
It's a gain of 6.
Patrick going to motion over left. Back to the air, Lawrence. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down. The Jaguars into punt formation. Pulled in at the 20. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
First down throw by Purdy. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A 7-yard
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And The stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, San Francisco.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up second down.
Second down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Gets it to him on the screen. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. And that one's incomplete. For now, it brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Holding. Offense.
Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. And they had to wave that white flag on their last drive, Brock, hoping to avoid having to call that punter this time out.
Yeah, you get several chances a game, on average, somewhere around 10 possessions, and you know not all of them are going to pan out. So you got to forget what lies behind and keep pressing on to the journey ahead.
And he's out to end a nice little run there, but I don't think he's going to get to keep the yardage. That penalty flag might wipe this away. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. Lawrence here. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. But the Jaguars get back on top of the loose football. They're keeping possession. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do, got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd down.
Motioning left is Thomas. Lawrence facing 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he's stopped.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Hard to believe, but just 1 quarter left in our season. We're through 3 in Super Bowl 60. The 49ers have it, and hopefully have some points ready to salvage hopes of a record-tying 6th title. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Purdy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they're staring at 4th and long. They're up now, ready to punt it. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. Out now runs the Jaguars offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Here's ETN to begin the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 15-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And the gun on this 3rd down. Lawrence. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up to the 27. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
A 7-yard gain. Move those chains. That's good for a Jacksonville.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
The 27-yard line.
Inside handoff goes to ETN. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 26-yard line.
From the shotgun, Lawrence finds him over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Brian Thomas Jr. That's a gain of 8. Makes it
motioning him from the slot right. 3rd down, Lawrence to throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
Kate, the game wasn't on the line with that series, but don't tell the defense because they brought the urgency and juice like it was. Getting the sack, setting up 4th down, well, it picks everybody up on that sideline. And now their offense gets a chance in a one-score game.
He has it at the 22. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. New set of downs for them from the 31. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I
know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
It's him on the in route. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. We got a flag down. I think this might be a hold, partner. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Working now from the gun. And he snags this one over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They'll air it out on 3rd. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
He fields this at the 18. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. 1st and 10 from the 32. Off the play action, it's Lawrence. He lost that football. Picked up by the 49ers. And San Francisco takes the return to the end zone. Touchdown! The 49ers take a 4th quarter lead.
Well, if this winds up holding as your game winner, and I almost hope it does. I don't know if I should say that. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. But I just love what it illustrates, the want-to from this defense to go and finish. Anytime, anywhere, anyone. You don't know when that big play's coming, but you got to deliver, and they just did.
Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers take a 4-point lead.
Score, Niners 24, Jaguars 20.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Tootin now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Jacksonville heading out there on offense.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. On the ground to begin this drive with ETN. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Gabe, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and 2, here's Lawrence. Got his man, Thomas has it. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. And the Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Lawrence with it on 1st. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Offensive line uses 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll give this up the middle to ETN. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
That's good for the Jaguars. First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Oh, he lost the football! And this is picked up by the 49ers! And they're able to add some extra yards onto the turnover too, Brock, as this defense steals away possession.
And there is nothing like a defense taking the ball away for you. Right? It's all about the ball. It's all about, you hear me preach that all the time. Get the ball back. If they get the ball back, there's a little extra bonus on that return as well.
The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Play action now with Purdy. Caught, nice game left side. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
Complete to Jawan Jennings. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
From the red zone now. This is caught near the pylon. Let's see what they want to do here. It's 2nd and inches.
A 4-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and goal.
McCaffrey trying to punch it in. Watching the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces 3rd and goal. This is a pivotal moment on the game's biggest stage, Brock. It's 3rd and goal. Purdy will sneak it. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The 49ers capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Brock Purdy with the touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. With the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
Eddie Pinheiro set
Now
to
Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Tootin now on the return. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. Coach Liam Cohn ushering his Jaguar offense back to the field. And this could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, a give to ETN. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
D. Winters on the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Now Lawrence. Reeled in by Thomas. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Number 7, Brian Thomas Jr. That's a gain of 7.
There he is on 3rd and short. He fires and he's got it. And he'll get it up to the 44. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Here comes the screen for ETN. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Working quickly here.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Jaguars first down.
ETN gets it on the draw. And his progress is soft, but a nice 5-yard gain before it was.
He's tackled at
Moving
the
quickly,
40.
trying to get set.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Design run for Lawrence. And that tackle came at the last moment to save the first, didn't it? That sets up 3rd and short from the 37.
7-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll run here, ETN. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Offense in the hurry up here.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
And drawn up here for Lawrence. And he's going to get inside the defense's 30 here. Looks to be a gain of about 6 on the play.
At the 26.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Lawrence working from the gun. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he will not get the first, but ooh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that's going to fall incomplete on the look to his running back, and it's going to bring up 4th down. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder.
A 39-yard attempt.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
And this drive will start inside the 25. So here come the 49ers on offense. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds.
A 28-yard gain. First down, 49ers.
Purdy on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Drop this down to McCaffrey underneath. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas, when you watch college game to the NFL game, that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
And as this hits and heads out, we wait for the mark, but it should be right on the 20. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. And last drive left them in a little bit of limbo, Brock. They were happy to leave with points, obviously, but not happy that they had to settle for a field goal instead of a touchdown.
Coaches love to say, on offense, let every drive end in a kick. The bronze medal's a punt, silver medal's a field goal, and now they're going to be striving for that PAT, the gold medal.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Always a point of emphasis, right? Protecting the quarterbacks, and that play is going to draw the flag every time. Setting up to pass. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. From the gun, ETN gets it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line.
A gain of 6.
Here he is to throw. That's incomplete left side.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Back to throw. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line. Big game going, and Thomas snags another. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good for a Jaguars first down.
He'll look to throw it. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Another try for them from the 11. Here's 2nd and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Back to the air, Lawrence. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. To throw. He brings it in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line. Desperation time here. And it's caught. It's a touchdown in the final minutes, and a 2-point play could force overtime. So there's part 1, Brock. They get the touchdown that they desperately needed. Now, you'd imagine, comes a try for 2.
Yeah, and this might be just as tough as to go get that touchdown they just did because, well, they work on 2-point conversions, but they're difficult. This is also a must-have, though, Kate, if they want to try and force overtime.
And he's in! Oh, what a play to tie the Super Bowl! Crisis averted, Brock. They got the 2 and the tie, for now at least. It looks like they have staved off the L and forced themselves overtime.
Yeah, those 2 critical words you just said right there, for now, like for right now. But there's a lot more time on that clock than this defense would care to see. They got to step up. Offense just stepped up, got the 2-point conversion. Now defense, you got to respond to send this game to overtime.
49ers to the line, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. Purdy on the play action. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
3rd down. 3rd and 12.
Well, Brock, 4 quarters, couldn't decide a winner, and now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next. And postseason overtime no longer different from what we saw in the regular season. A touchdown on the opening drive doesn't end things. The other side's going to get a chance to retort. And if the game remains tied beyond that, then it is sudden death. So overtime in the playoffs, Brock, no longer an oddity compared to our first 18 weeks. It's all going to work the same now. Both teams guaranteed a shot with the football regardless of who wins the opening toss. And if we're tied after those 2 drives, it is next score wins. Well, Brock, we nearly saw each team win it in regulation, but it's going to take overtime to decide a Super Bowl champion, and we're off! Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. And now, after months and months of work, Brock, this is where they have to play their best football and stay disciplined in the moment.
I love the way you set that up. I like to call it the voice of poise, right? In your own head. Don't make this moment bigger than it is. It is huge for all of us watching it and a part of it. You gotta stay calm. You gotta execute. And you gotta put your team in the best position to go clinch that Lombardi.
On second down, here's McCaffrey. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
A gain of 14. And a 49er first down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Off the play fake, Purdy. That's going to be caught by his back, McCaffrey. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
San Francisco.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be second down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
On the gun is Purdy. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Play action now. Purdy. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Now this is a beauty of a kick. Gets headed out of bounds, no chance at a return or a touchback. They're going to mark it out at the 6. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. Their defense did its job, and admirably so, partner. And now the opportunity at football immortality rests in their hands.
Yeah, this is where as a quarterback, you got to smile. You set the tone for everybody in that huddle. And you got to believe. You got to believe and imagine that you're Joe Montana, that you're Tom Brady, that you're going to add your name, Kate, as you said, to the lore of NFL greats.
It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. The next score ends the season. Can't let the moment be too big. Here they come on second down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. So now it's going to be third and long. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. He's going to run for it. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the first.
Their punter making his way out now. And in overtime, he needs to make this a good one. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. Each offense has had a chance to score now, Brock. Neither one could, so we're into sudden death. The next score wins it.
And wouldn't it be great, Kate, if we saw one of these defenses just take a turnover back for the winning touchdown? Really just surprise everybody here. It'd be a little tougher to do now, though. Both offenses a little more settled in, and you've got to imagine a little more sense of urgency.
New set of downs from the 37. On first and 10, it's McCaffrey. That played good for, looks like about 6. Second down upcoming.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Here's Purdy to throw. Back to Pearsall again. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that gives the 49ers the first. All set to go now from the 35. Now a give, McCaffrey. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7. After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They stick with McCaffrey. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
4th down.
A big moment coming up for Eddie Pinheiro on this attempt. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. And as a lengthy game goes on, they're going to take a valued breather. So here they are, a chance to win this with a field goal. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. The kick is good, he got it! And they've taken back the lead.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
And once again, we're going to have a party in the Bay tonight. The San Francisco 49ers are Super Bowl champions. Well, Brock, after going the first half-century of Super Bowls without ever seeing an overtime, we've now needed extra time in 2 of the last 3 to name our champion. It's a good reminder, once you reach this final game, you are 100% playing a team who is your equal in every sense of the word.
Yeah, you know, that is so well said, Kate, because I remember growing up as a kid, and you and I in those 80s and 90s, we didn't have many great games. Many of them at this stage were blowouts, but not anymore, and iron sharpens iron. What a ball game.
Now NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell out to award the Lombardi Trophy to the San Francisco 49ers, champions of Super Bowl 60. So for our entire crew here at EA Sports, for my partner Brock Heward and myself, that's going to do it on another fantastic NFL season. We cannot wait to catch you all again in the fall. I'm Kate Scott. Wherever and however you've been watching, please get home safe tonight, everybody. Good night from Santa Clara.